I think it's starting to get a lot clearer that AJ Styles might actually fucking retire at the Royal Rumble, because tonight we had a match that we've never seen on WWE television, and that was between AJ Styles and CM Punk. Now, all of my listeners, maybe you guys know of a match maybe early on in both of their careers, maybe in 2002, 2003, between CM Punk and AJ Styles, but like, it's actually really amazing how throughout this entire run for AJ Styles, he's never actually had a match with CM Punk. And that's one of the things that we saw here tonight. But I think, the fact that we have this match, or we got this match, I think that signals a lot as far as potentially what may actually happen at the Royal Rumble. Because a lot of people are actually, it's starting to hit home as far as maybe this is the final Raw for AJ Styles. Maybe we've actually been watching the retirement run for AJ Styles, and we just haven't had a clue as far as, it actually being a retirement run. We had this match here tonight, and it was a really good match, really solid match between both guys. We had interference at the end, though, by Finn Balor. It ended in a DQ. Finn Balor, though, they're actually starting to run some really good stuff with Finn Balor, because earlier on in the show, there's a segment between Punk and Balor where Balor gives Punk sort of props, because he said, last week, Punk, you gave me my flowers, and now I want to, give them back to you. And, it seems like Balor at this point in time is being a babyface, right? This is very babyface actions taken by Finn Balor. And then eventually Liv Morgan sort of gets in his ear and tells him, what are you doing with CM Punk? Because Punk made mention of the Judgment Day. He said, Balor, as long as you're with the Judgment Day, you're going to be scum. You're going to be trash, just like they are. Essentially telling him to abandon the Judgment Day. And obviously, this does not sit well with Liv Morgan. She comes in there and she, starts asking these questions to Balor, and then, causing him to interfere in the match later on. I don't really know where they go with this. It's good to see Balor in the main event scene here with Punk and with AJ. I don't really know if maybe this is to throw us off. Maybe later on he is going to turn babyface, because I think still the working plan is to run a Finn Balor Dominic Mysterio match down the road, because I think a babyface Balor against a heel Dom is obviously, I think, what they want as far as like end game. And as far as Gunther, we had a interview here with Michael Cole and Gunther, where essentially Michael Cole is trying to, figure out why Gunther wants to end AJ Styles' career at the Royal Rumble. Gunther mentioned the fact of how these old timers, they're always chasing a moment, right? They're chasing their next moment, when in reality, that should be his moment. And he's sick of these, old time wrestlers trying to steal from him. And he said that AJ is just another case of that. And he also mentioned, hey, Michael Cole, you're starting to get a little old as well. Maybe I should, kick this chair over and end your career. And I actually got a kick out of that, because you could visibly see Michael Cole just scared to shit. And, Gunther's like, but wait a minute. I'm not going to do that, because I want you to call the final match for AJ Styles at the Royal Rumble. And again, I mentioned this, I don't know how we get out of this match if AJ actually, like, if he beats Gunther, then that kind of, I'm not going to say destroys Gunther's credibility, but all that you did with Cena tapping out, it kind of just gets ignored after that. And if Gunther just beats AJ Styles, after such, I guess, a abrupt end for Styles, it really wouldn't sit well as well. So I don't really know what they do at the Rumble. We also had Bron Breakker officially reinstated here by Adam Pearce. I legitimately thought that they were going to run an angle where potentially Pearce tells, Braun that he's reinstated and he's in the Royal Rumble match, but he has to start at number 1, right? He has to go through the entire match as number 1, but we didn't get much of that at all. He reinstated Bron Breakker. He put all of the vision in the Royal Rumble, and, that was it. There is some sort of, mystery angle between who is giving Adam Pearce these phone calls, because he's getting phone calls I don't really know if they have a plan for this. Part of me just tells me they're just throwing shit at the wall, trying to see what sticks and trying to see what is going to stick here with this angle. It could be somebody like a Brock Lesnar. It could be somebody like that, because why the fuck would it be Triple H? Why the hell would it be The Rock? Why the hell would it be these top executives like a Nick Khan or somebody like that? Like, it's probably just gonna end up being Brock Lesnar, who's gonna be at the Rumble regardless. And I know I'm missing, a few things here and there, but these were literally the major selling points of Monday Night Raw. It was a good show, but, I think they're kind of on cruise control right now. Obviously, this is the go home episode. They really don't tend to go big for these go home episodes as far as like actual build, as far as storytelling. They're already kind of, already mentally at the Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia, and I think most of us already are. But post your comments down below. Let me know what you thought of tonight's episode of Raw. And until next time, I will see all of you on the next one.